Hi, it's Norm, and this is my grill. I have just a little portable grill here. Um, I was hoping to cook something for you tonight, but things got a little out of control this afternoon, and by the time I got home, supper was all ready. But I know no excuses here in DS106. Anyway, I like this little grill for a quick hamburger or something, but when I'm going to cook anything more, I prefer to work with charcoal. That's my media. So I have a charcoal uh, grill here too. Also not too large because there's usually not that many of us. Um, and it's great for steaks and stuff like that. But the story that I wanted to tell you goes back to my days when I helped out with my son's scout troops. Um, we'd go on a lot of weekend campouts, and one night after we got the boys going with their little campfires for their hot dogs and hamburgers, the scoutmaster said, I'm going to show you how the grown-ups eat at scout camp. He said, I have this Magic Kettle, and he brought out this giant cast iron pot, and he proceeded to get a big roast out of the cooler, and he threw it in there along with some potatoes and veggies, and then he sealed it all up, and he just set the whole thing down in the charcoal like so, and he threw a few hot coals up on the top of the thing. Well, let me tell you, about an hour later, we were eating one of the most fantastic camp meals I think that I've ever had. I asked him later what was the secret, and he said the secret is not to tell anyone how easy it is. He said you put anything in there and it'll come out great. Well, he was right. I've tried it. We've cooked chickens, we've cooked stews and chilies, we've cooked omelets and breakfasts and pizzas, and we even did a pineapple upside down cake. And there was never a scrap left over. So a couple years later, it was my turn. I was the scoutmaster, and we were having trouble getting adult volunteers to come to camp. So I made up this pot roast like I'd had a few years before and said, this is how you're going to eat if you come to camp. And it worked. I won over several more volunteers to come to camp, and they talked about it, and the next year I had more, and by the year after that we had 3 or 4 of these going for the big dinner at camp. Now this thing is not exactly a lightweight excuse me, item that you would throw in a backpack and take on a hike, but for a base camp deal, it's a hot setup. So that's my story. Any questions?